Hi, this is Alexis and I'm at Surf Expo 2015. I'm at the NP Surf booth with Evan, the Whip Netsch. How you doing, sir?
Doing great, how about you?
You've got some awesome looking neoprene. Let's talk about it.
Thank you. So yeah, our line is pretty straightforward. We've got three main wetsuits for the men. We've got the Rise series, which is this right here. This is our entry-level wetsuit. Everything from a spring suit to a full suit. So you know all your entry-level needs right here. Going one step farther, we've got the Mission series. Mission's what I wear most, and this is probably our biggest line, the most options. We've got front zip suits, we've got back zip suits, 3.2 up through a 6.5 hooded wetsuit. You know, a lot of them don't have that windproof material, so they're good for a surf suit as well. Some of the thicker ones do have a mesh stomach. Short leg fulls, short sleeve fulls, full suits. We've got the full line of Missions. You know, Mission full suit, all the colorways. And then moving on to our highest end suit is going to be the Edge series. And the Edge series is very interesting because we have a new material, and this new material is called Armor Skin. And it's in this Edge wind suit, and then it's also in this very thin Edge wind top as well. And so just talk about the material for 1 second. What's interesting about it is you get that windproof material, but many of those windproof materials have lots of issues with, especially with fingernails ripping it. Where the Edge wind material, it's very stretchy, and then also it's very durable. So I mean, you can dig your nails into it, and you're really not going to rip this stuff. Right. Where so many of those traditional windsuits just have, they're so very delicate. Yeah. So this material is really interesting. So it's in this, our highest end suit. It's thick, it's warm. It's for those guys who are out on the coldest days in the windiest weather.
Keeping that cork warm.
Yeah, it keeps I mean, so much of that. If you have a nice warm wetsuit in the water, that's great in the water, but for for kiteboarding, windsurfing, paddleboarding, when you're out of the water, protecting yourself from the wind can be the hardest part. So that's where that Armor Skin really comes into play.
Cool. Now you've got some other stuff?
Yeah, we've got all the base layers, all that stuff, and then I guess next thing I really want to hit on is the women's line. We've got an extensive women's line. We have the Spark series, which is the women's entry suits. Then we have the Serene series, and the Serene series to the women is kind of like the Mission to the men. It's a really extensive line. We've got everything from the really nice, women's front zips. We've got the really short legs, great women colorways. It's all glued blind stitched suits. Very stretchy, very comfortable, very warm. And then we also have the women's SUP line, and it's got front zips. We've got back zips. Crop tops, just toppies, just legs. Everything you need for the stand-up paddleboards. So that line is really great as well. Moving on, we've got, a range of tops. We've got men's tops, women's tops, Armor Skin top, our famous Mission top, which we actually don't have in front of us right now, Smooth Skin top, which is great in the wind. I wear that quite a lot instead of a spring suit because it retains so much heat. And then, what's the other great stuff we have? Our
flotation also.
Flotation, yeah. we are really well known for our flotation. We've got a pretty extensive line, 3 top sellers here in front of us. Number 1 is actually probably this high hook vest. So for for safety, for visibility, windsurfing, kayaking, kiteboarding, whatever you want to do, a flotation vest that sits above your harness. This has been one of our big sellers for sure. And then we've got the Impact. This is in the Mission line, or actually, sorry, this is in the Rise line. But you can wear your harness over it, extremely thin. So if you're at the cable park, if you're kiteboarding and you want just a little bit of flotation or to protect yourself from getting the wind knocked out of you, this is great as well. And then for everyone who wants to be legally sound, we've got our U.S. Coast Guard approved 2 buckles in a zipper. So for jet ski rentals, for kiteboarding lessons when you're out on the water and you need something that's U.S. Coast Guard approved, we have that full line as well. Cool. Moving on, you've got the full range of men's and women's board shorts, base layers, anything you need in the water, we have.
You got a pretty extensive line here. I know you didn't talk about all the really technical features and all the different sizes. Where can they go for all that? Yeah,
absolutely. It's hard to go through everything right here. So visit npsurf.com. You can see the full range, all the colors, all the features, all the models. So be sure to check that out.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.